When a typhoon hits, some parts of the world lock their doors. People protect what's theirs. They wait for the storm to pass, alone. But in the Philippines, they open their homes. They wade through floodwater to rescue strangers. They cook extra food to feed the whole barangay. They give what little they have, even if they barely have enough for themselves. This isn't charity, this isn't policy, this is culture, and this is Bayanihan. Today we're talking about something the world seriously needs to learn from the Philippines: how to build communities that don't just survive, they thrive together. From neighborhood cleanups to global OFW support systems, the Filipino way of building community might just be one of the most powerful forces of unity on Earth. You've probably seen the classic image, a group of men literally lifting a nipa hut on their shoulders, moving it to a new location. That's the most iconic symbol of Bayanihan, but it's just the surface. Bayanihan comes from the root word bayan, meaning town or nation. It's not just helping out, it's a deep ingrained responsibility to the community. It means helping without expecting anything in return. It means being the first to show up, and the last to leave. It means treating strangers like family. In most Western countries, help often comes with red tape, insurance claims, or distant bureaucracy. In the Philippines, help often shows up on foot, holding a pot of rice and a heart full of concern. Let's start with one of the most intense tests of community natural disasters. The Philippines experiences dozens of typhoons, earthquakes, and volcanic eruptions every year, and yet time and time again, something beautiful happens. People show up. When Typhoon Haiyan devastated Tacloban in 2013, international media praised the Filipino people for their calm, collective response. There was grief, yes, but there was also cooking in communal pots, volunteers creating makeshift clinics, students organizing food drives, strangers helping strangers rebuild homes from the ground up. Compare that to individualistic cultures, where the first instinct might be, stock up, stay in, protect your own. In the Philippines, the first instinct is, who else needs help? The beauty of the Filipino spirit is that Bayanihan isn't just reserved for disasters, it's there in the streets. When one tricycle driver's motor stalls, 3 others jump out to help. It's in the palenka, when a vendor throws in a little extra for a loyal customer. It's in the schools, when students share food, books, and umbrella space without a second thought. And if you've ever lived in a Filipino neighborhood, you've seen it during birthday parties, funerals, and fiestas. Everyone contributes something, everyone is welcome. It's not organized, it's not formal, it's just what you do. Let's take it global for a moment. There are over 10 million overseas Filipino workers worldwide. From nurses in London to seafarers in Greece to domestic workers in Dubai, they are scattered across the globe, often working in isolation, far from family. But they're never truly alone. Wherever there's one Filipino, there's eventually a support group, a prayer circle, a potluck dinner, a karaoke night. In the most unexpected places, Filipinos create micro-communities that function like second families. Need a place to stay, someone's tita knows a cousin, need money for an emergency back home, they'll pass the hat, lost your job, someone will help you find another. This global version of Bayanihan is a lifeline, and it's built not on contracts but trust. Now here's where things get interesting. In individualistic cultures, say parts of the United States or Northern Europe, people are taught to be self-reliant. Mind your business. Don't impose. Everyone for themselves. There's nothing wrong with independence, but, it has a cost: loneliness. That's why people from these countries are often shocked by how generous and open Filipinos are. I've heard countless stories of foreign travelers being invited into homes, fed giant meals, offered a bed, all without anyone asking for a single peso in return. And when these travelers ask why, Filipinos just smile and say, because you're our guest. And that's what we do. It's not about wealth, it's about warmth. You might wonder, where does this all come from? A few key things fuel the strength of Filipino communities. Faith. Whether it's Catholicism, Islam, or indigenous beliefs, Filipinos are deeply spiritual. That faith often translates into compassion, charity, and a sense of moral duty. Family structure. The extended family model means people grow up caring for siblings, cousins, grandparents, neighbors. That caring becomes instinctual. Poverty and shared struggle. In many places, hardship creates division. But in the Philippines, it often creates solidarity. When everyone struggles, everyone helps. That's not romanticizing poverty. It's just acknowledging how adversity, in the Filipino context, builds empathy instead of apathy. Here's the heart of it. In a world increasingly divided by politics, money, and mistrust, the Filipino way of community could literally save lives. Imagine if cities functioned like barangays, strangers acted like kapamilya. Helping wasn't a question of reward but a way of life. We'd be stronger, kinder, more connected. Bayanihan isn't just Filipino, it's human, and honestly the world needs more of it. Every time I see a story of Filipinos coming together, whether it's a farmer sharing his last sack of rice, an OFW sending their whole paycheck home, or a barangay rebuilding a neighbor's house brick by brick, I get emotional, because it reminds me, we don't need to be rich to be generous, we don't need to be powerful to make a difference, we just need to show up for each other. So if you're Filipino, thank you, the world sees you, and if you're not, take a page from the Philippines, start where you are, with who you have. Because that's how real community begins. What's a moment where someone showed you real Bayanihan spirit, Filipino or not? Share it in the comments. Let's spread that kindness. Mabuhay kayo. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if this moved you. Because honestly, the world needs more stories like this one.